Thank you for registering for the Fall 2020 Virtual Construction Interviewing Day. I'm here to help you understand the process a little bit better because I know it might be confusing. The day will be structured in two parts, Part 1 and Part 2. Part 1 will run from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central Time. That will be run through the Handshake Virtual Career Fair platform. So in order to network with students during the 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. portion, you will need to set up your virtual career fair schedule in Handshake. Very easy to do so. We encourage you to do 2 group sessions. Group sessions will be 30 minutes apiece, and you're welcome to invite as many of your recruiters to join you. But we do encourage you to do 2 group sessions, one at 9 and one at 9:30. That way, it's not going to be confusing with the interviewing portion later in the day. You'll see when you set up your schedule through the Handshake Virtual Career Fair platform, you'll be given the option for group sessions and one-on-one sessions. We do not encourage you to use one-on-one sessions at this time because that will tend to be more like an interview, and that's reserved for later in the day. So please set up 2 group sessions for the 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. networking portion. That is step 1. Step 2 will be the interviewing portion, and that will happen from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. In order to build your interview schedules, you will be doing that through the Handshake on-campus interviewing platform. So both are in Handshake. The 9 to 10 is through the Career Fair platform. The 10 to 4 is through the interviewing platform. So you'll build those schedules by listing your job and your qualifications. Students will apply. You will pre-select who you'd like to interview, and those students will choose a time slot. Because all of this is deadline driven, if you miss the window to pre-select, you'll be doing an open schedule. But either way, the interviewing portion is going to be set up through the on-campus interviewing portal in Handshake. Garnisha Beck is your contact there, and if you have any questions, she is more than happy to assist you. She'll definitely be in touch when all of your deadlines come up as far as making your selections, listing your jobs, and things like that. Because we're not doing on-campus interviews, we will be doing virtual interviews. We are still using the interviewing platform because it will assist you in building your schedule. So you are only seeing students, if you're doing a pre-select schedule, that you have selected between 10 and 4. The morning virtual networking platform is going to be any student who's interested will be able to join your presentation, your group session. But for 10 to 4, it is just students that you have pre-selected if you're doing a pre-select schedule. So it's very important that you're also building your schedule in that portion of Handshake for your interviews. When it comes time for interview day at 10 a.m., you're going to want to be prepared to have students meet with you virtually. So we're asking that in advance, you go ahead and set up a Zoom link so that students know exactly where to meet you virtually for their interview time. We do recommend Zoom because that is what our students are very used to, and that is what they use on a daily basis. If you're unable to use Zoom, no problem. Whatever platform of your choice you choose to use will be just fine, but we do ask you to communicate those links to students in advance and copy Garnisha so that she's able to have an extra copy as well. If a student is confused about where to meet during that interview slot, we'd like to be able to back you up and provide them that link. So part 1 from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. is the networking only using the virtual career fair platform in Handshake. And from 10 to 4 will be the interviewing portion set up through the on-campus interviewing portal of Handshake, but actually using Zoom or an external link to conduct those interviews since it will be virtual. Thank you so much for registering, and we are so excited to have you back virtually on LSU's campus.